What's going on? It's just us again. Another
surprise.
Surprise. Hopefully it's a good surprise. We got a few people from our team that I can see. We got Aaron and Lisa. I'm not sure if Derek's in there, but he just joined our team as well. But quick shout out to Aaron and Lisa. If you see them in the chat, they are part of our team. And if they answer your questions, they know what they're talking about. So be sure to listen to them. What you got, Rod? How you doing? I haven't talked much all day today, I don't think.
I know. How you been?
It's been a busy but good day. Good day.
Nice. I know you were getting over sick, being sick a little bit, and so is now I am. My wife and daughter are sick, and I think I got it. But also traveling recently, I think did it too. So I'm feeling it. But today I'm feeling a lot better. So
good, man. Well, we're happy to be here. You have us for how long? How long are we here for? About 45.
Today we're able to be here for 45 minutes. Yeah,
it's gonna be a quick one. So before we get started with the questions, feel free to put in your I was gonna say your Instagram, which is great if you want to reach out to you, but also any wins that you have, where you're at location wise, and if you want to share your revenue numbers as well, that'd be great. And then we'll just go through the questions and pick some of them and answer them.
Yeah, comment in your name and where you're from. Sometimes everyone's business names are in here. I always try to see if I see some familiar names in here. But definitely wins. We love seeing the wins. Any recent wins you've had since the last week we were on here. And then also questions. Should we just dive right into questions?
We're going to dive into questions, yeah. Do you see anyone that you'd like to answer?
It always takes a second to catch up, I think.
Yeah. We got Brian, who said just heard of Eli a week ago, watched a few videos, seems like a legit dude. My goal is to have my first job very soon. A lot to learn, especially when saying, hey.
Very nice. Welcome, Brian.
Yeah, too bad he isn't here. He's on paternity leave, but so you'll be stuck with us this week. I think he'll be back next week, though. But welcome in, Brian. Let's see who else.
Ruby from Washington State, Jake from the OC.
Nice.
Michael from the OC. Newfoundland. Yeah. We got Newfoundland in here. I mean, I can barely say that for a second.
Canada.
Joanne. I always see your name in here, Joanne. Welcome back in again. Wisconsin. We're out in Wisconsin. I've been there a few times. It's a little quiet in here today.
It is.
All questions are well. Where's my phone? Let me see how many people are on.
We got 60, according to my screen, it says we have 65 people, which is great. We usually have about 100 or so. I think people are just busy, which I understand. A lot of our coaches
miss Eli. It's okay. We'll admit it. It's okay. They miss Eli. We got Heath in here. I've seen Heath's name somewhere. Welcome in, Heath. George from Bolton, England. George Temperley. across the pond, as they say. Detroit, Michigan, Pittsburgh. Who else we got? Phoenix. Okay, cool. All right, we missed some questions.
Cool. Brian just asked a question. He says, when starting out, it seems Matterport is a bit pricey. Should I stick with 360 interior, drone, and Zillow? What do you mean by that? So Matterport, I think their pricing changes all the time. So I believe it is about like $20 a month for 10 active listings, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, I would say like, I think you're talking about like the actual Matterport camera. You don't need the $4,000 Matterport camera if that's what you're talking about. You just need the 360 Insta360 X3. I think that's the one we use, X2 or X3. Let me know if I answered your question. I don't know if I did, but yeah, Matterport is about $20 a month for 10 active listings. You don't need to buy the $4,000 camera. And yeah, I mean, like you can do the 360 interior, drone, and Zillow as well. So do you see any other questions that you like? It's a bit quiet, but it's fine. We got 70 people, so.
Yeah, no, it's good. These were the topics. The last couple were just going right into questions. So, and there are no dumb questions, no matter where you're at in the process. I know a lot of times people have told me in the past that they didn't want to ask questions on here, and because it might be a beginner question or a dumb question. All questions are welcome. All right, there was a question about start. You pick the questions. Actually, I get.
Do you have one? We can answer it.
Ryan LaRue's about do you offer custom domains for property websites? Do you see agents asking for this, like custom domains for property websites?
I don't see that happening. Custom domain websites, like a property website, or I'm not sure what that actually is.
Like like the actual URL to the website.
Gotcha.
Property websites can be customized.
I don't know if Spiro can do that, honestly. And I don't know if we have a lot of agents that ask for that. So I would say I'm going to answer no, that we don't. And I think it's fine.
I typically see them asking that. Ryan, are you getting asked that a lot? That's a question I'm like wondering if you're getting asked that a lot. I haven't seen it been too common.
There's a good question right here. Should I upgrade Insta360 X3 to the X4? I would say no right now, because I don't think the X4 is compatible yet with Matterport or Zillow 3D tours. That's one of the issues that happened to one of our students, actually. She has the X4 and she couldn't do a 360 tour because of that. They're not compatible yet. So X3 is perfectly fine. I think we actually continue using that. Or I think we even use the X2. Some of our photographers do. So you're totally fine. I wouldn't upgrade just yet. If you want to upgrade, do it. We also never do upgrade unless we have to, like if we break a camera or anything. So yeah.
Hey, this is a solid win here from Sung. I started last month, got 6 listings on my first month.
Hey, there you go. Jeez.
Solid win. Congrats.
Nice. Congrats. Right. Let's see.
Oh, Matt Lackner's in here. Hello, Matt.
What's up, Matt?
Don't miss Matt's.
What's that?
We'll go to this one first, and then we'll get to Matt's.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and this was a quick one. Isn't the quality difference of the Insta360 X3 diminished from using the Matterport software? I mean, a little bit, but agents are not going to notice that. That's what we use at Norman Young. They're all happy, and most of our coaching students start with that as well. Agents are well aware of that. I mean, like, you're not buying the huge Matterport camera, and yeah, they'll be fine. And then Matt's question, where is it at? Oh, is it the mileage tracking accounting software?
Yeah, I like mileage.
Yeah, so for mileage tracking, we don't really have something that we use. We have Spiro that tracks it for us, for our photographers. And then accounting software, we have a bookkeeper, but we also use QuickBooks. Do you have any recommendation, Rob, that's different from that?
No, y'all probably got it. I personally like MileIQ.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It's like a habit of using that one, and you can swipe left for personal, swipe right for business. And at the end of the year, like, compiles it and everything, and it's easy to send to the accountant. Of course, Spiro's got its little things, but MileIQ would be the only thing that comes to my mind that would be like the main app that I use and love.
Yeah. So, do you still use it?
Back when I played music a lot, it was used quite heavily.
Nice.
Now, being this is my office now at home, I don't use it as much, I've noticed, but
You
I
track your
kind of forget to use it now. Like I went to the airport the other day and writing off all of that, and I didn't think about writing off the mileage to get to the airport. So, hey, thanks for the reminder.
There you
Mile IQ is good. Good to see you in here, by the way, Matt. All right, there's a couple other ones. Scroll up to like
Tell me the name and I'll find
George
it.
Timperley's, or like there was a bunch under George. There's a lot actually.
Let's see.
Sorry guys, we're probably missing questions. Feel free to ask it 3 or 4 times each, by the way. That does not annoy us. That actually helps us.
Yeah.
So if you want to ask it just in case we're missing it, spam it in there. I'm just kidding. Don't do that, Mimi. All right, yeah, you start picking, Kenny. Pick the ones. Let's
see. Well, this one's a good one. I love your thoughts on that, Rod. Smoothest way to get agents to order through the site versus texting. I'll answer it and then you can add your thoughts if you'd like, unless you want to just jump in. But what I would say is to make it a habit to make a text in your notes app, or if you're using Apple, I'm sure Android has that too. But just make a generic text that says like, "Hey, sorry, I'm at a shoot right now. To book a shoot, here's my link. And if it's an emergency, I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done with this shoot." Whether you're at a shoot or not doesn't matter. You just send that to them immediately. That way they're like, oh, they're busy. Oh, they do have a website. Let me go check it out. Another strategy that one of my friends does, actually, he'll get a call or a text and they'll be like, yeah, I want to book a shoot with you on Friday. He's like, awesome. I just sent over my pricing sheet. What would you like on that shoot? So he kind of like tells them like, I have this already, like use it. And I think he adds in there, like, it tells you my real-time availability also and all that. And then they end up just being like, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, let me just book it myself. I'll talk with the homeowners and see a best time that you can come. So that's what I would say. Any advice on that, Rod?
No, you nailed that.
Cool. Nice. Nothing more.
Scroll up to like Luke Anderson's question. Seems like that's a popular one. Is it ideal to have a camera for both video and photo? Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Luke says, is it ideal to have one camera for both photo and video? Having a hard time finding one camera that fits all the criteria that I need for both categories. It is ideal to have just one camera. The only reason why we would choose a second camera would be to just shoot vertical reels, and our photographers just use their iPhones. Other than that, we're using an EOS RP to shoot our photos and horizontal videos, and it does great. Yeah. So any specific camera that you have that wouldn't shoot maybe video and just photo? Because like most cameras will actually just fit with both categories. So I'm just let us know if there's like something that I'm missing.
And then Ryan's about the domain. I was thinking about it, Ryan. I mean, the biggest thing would be just getting, going to domain host, get GoDaddy or Bluehost or any of those, and then getting a domain and then creating subdomains. Like anytime an agent might want a custom domain, you can have your one domain that you have and then create subdomains within that domain, within like GoDaddy, for example, and all that. And then from there, like, make it whatever / the agent's name. So I would think at that point, if you're getting it a lot, a custom domain is pretty cheap, for those means, and, could be worth it looking at it that way. But then creating subdomains, not buying a domain for each agent, but creating a subdomain within your domain for free within your domain. But yeah, that's my thought.
Right, I had a question. It was about like
Ryan got that question. I don't want to leave his question hanging.
Well, there's a question that Brian has like about a one-on-one call with one of our team members, and Aaron said like, yeah, he'd love to jump on a call with you. Just DM us or DM Eli at It's Eli Jones on Instagram, and then just say like, I'd love to talk to Aaron, and Aaron will grab that message and you guys can book a call together. And for anyone wondering the same thing, like you can message Eli and just like ask for a call. And one of our team members, Aaron, Lisa, or Isaac, or Derek, actually, now that he's part of our team,
good old Derek.
We'll grab those. But yeah, do you see any other questions, Rod, that you like?
The follow up with Luke's.
Oh yeah, what is it? Let's see.
Down at the bottom.
Isn't the quality much less than something like a Sony A7S III compared to an RP? Yeah, but we don't honestly like we don't use the camera to like its full potential. We shoot in the very most basic settings that we have like for video and photo. And like it turns out great. Like we're more in the 80-20 mindset, where the photos and videos have to be like 80% there. And then the extra 20% is just like it doesn't really matter. Like it really is just 3% more quality for 20% of the effort that, we rather just like be super efficient. Hope that answers that question. But like, yeah, I mean, like the quality will be less, but it's not noticeable. Especially like most agents are going to see their videos or photos like on their phone, so they're not going to be able to tell like a huge difference. One of my friends, he loves cameras. He's in Seattle and he has like top of the line camera lens and everything. But once again, he shoots in the most basic settings for real estate just because he knows that it's most efficient and he just wants to get in, get out, and that's it.
All right, next question that looks by popular demand is Sam Carmel's about to make a big life decision.
Ooh,
like a good question, actually.
Where is it at? Okay, there it is. Let's make a big life-changing decision to move from a small town in Montana back to the Portland metro area. Tips or advice for the move? It's a good one. Do you have any thoughts, Rod?
I mean, I would be concerned if it was moving from a big area to a small town. So moving from a small town back to Portland metro area, that'll be, I mean, for this business, that would be a good move. Tips or advice for the move?
I mean, what I would say is don't wait on starting until you get there. I would say start now, meaning start creating your packages, your price.
I'm having trouble thinking like how to answer that, not knowing the situation. But if the question is like, gets things going now, so that way when the move happens, you can already get agents booked by the time the move happens. Like when we've had people that we've helped that have moved in the middle of us helping them, the goal is to get them prepared for where they're moving and start to get, clients booked before they even move. So right when they get out there, boom, you got shoots booked. So I would say advice is just get everything in place first that you can before the move, and just make that move smooth as you can, as much as you can situation wise. That's just us guessing a little bit.
Like go.
No, that'll be good for where you're moving. If it's in that area, that should be a good area for this. So that'll be good for you.
Yeah, I mean, to add, just like go to Spirit.media, create your packages, your pricing. Create your Instagram profile already and start following agents. You don't have to send them a DM or anything, but you can at least already, start showing up and popping up on their feed. And then once you get their full on Instagram method and start getting those clients, but everything else already set up. So you're ready to rock and roll as soon as somebody says like, yeah, I'll take you up on your offer, and get started.
That'll be a big move. I mean, that is a life-changing move. So it's probably exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. But no, that'll be great to do that and get things, like he said, things set up a bit, start getting some agent connections prior to the move, make the move a bit smoother.
100%.
What's a marketing kit? Joshua Dempster asks. What's the most recent question there?
Is it this one?
Yes.
Yeah, marketing kit is like a property website where the agent shows off the whole listing. So you have like the photos in there, the videos, all of the media that you've done for them. Depending on the software, you'll either pay or not pay. In Spiro, it's already included in there, and so that's one of the perks about using it. And we love that. We love it because of that, and we can just tell our clients like, yeah, it's included for every shoot. So if they get just photos, they can get a marketing kit for free, or if they get photos, videos, 3D tour, everything, they'll still get the same thing. It's just going to be like much better. It's basically like a website for the agent.
All right. Oh, Fabrice got his first win this week. Drone. He got a shoot, it looks like. Congrats, Fabrice.
There you go.
A lot of questions today, actually. Now,
yeah, it finally kicked in.
It was quiet for a second. I was like, ask the question, and now it's like I'm like losing my track. I'm getting lost in the questions in a good way. Last time I picked a lot of the questions, and I got trigger happy. So I'm back day, letting you kind of
No,
lead it.
you can, honestly. You get the good
I know
questions.
each week you always tell me I want to get the access to log in, but I always forget after this immediately.
You gotta ask me before that. I will always forget.
Yeah, I just like will not remember.
Let's see. This one's a good one about follow-up. When and how often do you recommend following up with agents that have not responded to at all to your free shoot offer? We recommend about a week and a half to 2 weeks. So, after that, we'll be like, hey, Luis, like, just jump. I don't know. I'm just going to butcher it. But the basis of the message is just saying, like, jumping on in. No, you're totally busy. No need to reply, but just wanted to let you know that for this week only or this month, I'm adding free floor plans or a free reel on top of the free photo shoot that I've mentioned. So I'd love to extend that offer to you. Once again, no need to reply. I know you're totally busy. I'll reach back out again in 2 weeks or so. Hope you have an awesome day. That's what I was saying. Anything that you would say differently or add, Rob?
No, Dave's comment made me laugh internally about need a VA to manage Thursday questions. But no, I mean, every 1 to 2 weeks, like you said, that have not responded, and just some, not always it being like a pointy, like, hey, did you get my message?
Mm-hmm.
Just more, it's always just reminding them of your existence for the timing to be right when they need you. When their photographer gets booked up or when something happens and they see yours right there in a pinch, there we go. So it's just the follow-ups are just a nice reminder of your existence. And then, of course, you can hit them with the after 6, be like, hey, I just want to make sure my messages are coming through, right? Then you can hit them with a question like that to get a response. You can get creative, but I would say just keeping in touch delicately to remind of existence is really the play there, timing-wise. So,
yeah. What's up, Christy? Christy's in the house. My doggies just heard something. Did you see that? Let's see.
Aaron, put your phone number up in here. I can go find it. That way Burley can text you. Other people can text you and bug you too if you want. Just say hey you can say, hey, Aaron. But Aaron, it looks like Brian, that might be a good option. Give him your phone number. He'll be able to text you, reach out. It's probably blocked out. Oh, it's not letting him comment his information. That's right.
How
do we
email us at hello@replaunch.com and then just say, like, talk to Aaron.
Have them do the Let's Talk link. Put the Let's Talk link in here and book in, and then if it books in with Lisa on accident, then
we'll just
we'll move it to Aaron. No offense, Lisa. We love you, Lisa. Hope you're having a good night in France. Book into that, and if it puts you with Aaron, perfect. If it puts you with Lisa, then we'll just have you move to Aaron. And that way, at least y'all can get communication and numbers and emails. So that way, y'all can. This goes for everybody too. If you want to hop in and talk, let's talk. Kind of a perfect fitting URL. All right, and Christy's in here too. Hey, Christy. Lock and Shake Film says Part 107 course recommendations. What do y'all recommend?
So all the photographers go to. We sent them a video. I forget. I'm gonna find it. It's by Tony and Chelsea from North Up.
Yeah, so that video on YouTube, right?
YouTube, yeah. I'll put it on the link. I'll post it on the link as well in the comments section. Oh.
I keep falling asleep trying to study. Yeah.
Studying
does make me sleepy. The thought of you studying has just made me instantly sleepy. And I'm coming down from being sick, so I'm fighting it here today. But I couldn't leave Kenny hanging by himself in here. Yeah, who's going to read all the questions,
You are, Rod. You are. You got this.
The Dolly says best affordable wide lens for Sony A7. That's a full frame. So, a Sigma 16x35 is like right?
Dang, Rod. I need your stuff.
Do I? I don't know. I just throw it out here.
That's good. Yes. Any so that is a full frame. So yeah, a 16mm lens would work great. Just make sure the lens has autofocus, and you're good. We usually recommend like an f4. We never go down below that. So yeah, I would just get like an f4 16mm lens, and you'll be set.
Yeah, and you can get a Sony one for a pretty penny, or they got some off brands that are just as good.
Yeah.
So hello from Babyland, Brad says. Him and Eli decided to have babies in the last week and a half. All right. I think I got lost in the questions.
Here's one. When offense for moving from iPhone to a camera for video listing, I need you to persuade me to go one way or the other. I'm not going to be the best person for that because I would say, like, if it's working for you, keep doing it. We have Todd, who was here 2 weeks ago. And he does about 300K a month, not a year, a month, in real estate media. And all of his photographers use an iPhone for video. So it works. And I've met some people who have built great businesses just using their iPhones. We do recommend a camera, and it's mainly just for aesthetics, for the agents to be like, okay, they aren't doing professional work, so what you are charging is actually worth it. We only use our phones for vertical reels. But if it's working for you, then it's working for you, and you don't need to do it. So I'm not trying to persuade you in any way, because I just honestly, like, it's not broken, don't fix it. What's your average order value? I mean, like, we could talk about that, and depending on that, I can advise you to.
If agents are side-eyeing you, like looking at you weird using an iPhone, and you've noticed that maybe if that's a concern of theirs ever, sometimes people can think that it would be, but for a lot of agents, it's just not. But if you're noticing everyone's happy and referring you, and when they give you, I always say, like, hey, give feedback. What do you like that we do? What do you not like that we do? And if it's like everyone unanimously is saying they don't like that you use your phone, then be like, okay, maybe it's time for video. I would say let the clients kind of pick that and do like feedback form, create a little feedback form online and send it to them and just see what the thoughts of people are. Anonymous feedback form, something like that. And you can start to get some real answers on what could be better. And if it's no one's mentioning the camera or no one's mentioning the iPhone, good to go. So I'd say fill it out with your agents and see if they're what they're thinking. What's up, Darlene? Hey, Darlene. It's always good seeing you in here. I was wondering where you were.
Dang. Okay, so from the last question, he just hit 4K this month doing it this way. I mean, so it seems to be working. Is your average order value pretty good? We recommend about 250 and up, 250 as the minimum. So, I mean, if you're within those ranges,
total.
Yeah, that's a good question to ask.
That way we can kind of get an idea per shoot, how much you're making per shoot. I mean, if it's no one's giving me bad feedback, then I would say keep it rolling. How long should all right, you start picking.
Cool.
I'm putting you on the spot to pick now.
Let's see.
Is there a Spiro Summit?
I don't know. I just was like,
I can't tell if that's real or not, Dave.
Martha asked, I'm a realtor. I take my own pictures and I have a Nikon DX camera with 2 lenses, 18 to 55 and then a 55 to 200. So the good enough camera, or which are the must-have lenses? I don't know much about Nikon, but we can definitely search it right now.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay, perfect. Can you find out if it's a full frame or not?
Yeah.
Regardless, though, I would say, well, I guess I got to find out if it's a full frame or not first. But I would say, like, right now your lenses are a little bit, they're not what we would recommend. We want wide angle lenses. So if it's a full frame camera, 16mm lens, and if it's not, it probably has a crop factor of like 1.6. So we'd recommend like a 10mm lens. Did you mute it?
I'm muted. Oh. I was using my keyboard thing, like, is so clacky. You can hear it from like down the street. Brad's in here. Brad will know. I'm not familiar with Nikons either.
Yeah, let's see. Nikon DX.
Nikon ignorant. I'm trying to look it up on this place that I searched for it too, and it's not actually working there. So that's stressful.
Yeah, it's not saying. I would also hear that your Nikon has AEB settings or capabilities. So basically, like, you can shoot bracketed photos. Yeah, it's not telling me either. What the heck?
Yeah, this thing that I searched and it's like actually not working currently right now. So
yeah.
Oh, I wish I knew. This is awkward. We don't know. Brad, help us. Brad, what lens do they need for a Nikon DX camera? My heart tells me it's a crop sensor camera, but I'm probably wrong.
I feel like it is. You broke Google, Martha. Google doesn't know.
Nikon's always stumped me.
Yeah.
It's a crop frame. Okay, thank you, Haas. So
nice. Okay, so yeah, 10mm lens would be ideal for that camera.
10 by 10 or 11.
10 or 11.
12 could squeeze. 10 or 11 optimal. All right, we did it.
We answered it.
All right, what else we got?
We can answer another camera question. How about Canon R10 with a 10 to 18mm lens? Do you feel my choice was good for real estate photography? Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Brad, you're hilarious. Good old Brad with his jokes. Our new coach, Chad. That's so funny.
Oh, she said, "Yay! Have you started doing real estate media?"
Sam said, "Come on, publicly roast my Spiro page." I think it doesn't let us see the link you're posting. It doesn't let anyone send links. I try to put links in here too, and it like always blocks me.
Oh,
Sam.
Honestly, that would be great for a next live.
If you've spoken to Lisa or Aaron, message one of them your page, and then maybe they can get it to us.
That would be good.
That'd be kind of fun to critique and look at that right now. Message Aaron, text him if you're already texting him, or Lisa, whichever you've been in communication with. I would say Isaac, but Isaac's on his honeymoon. Congrats to Isaac. He's on his honeymoon in Cancun. He just got married, which was cool. Actually,
you got to meet him in person.
Meet him in person and realize how tall Aaron is actually in person. All 6'8" of him. It was quite impressive. All right, what else we got? What's the next question?
What else we got? Let's see.
Sarah asked, "What kind of software should I use to edit photos that I shoot?" Good question.
Pixelmob.com, and then don't edit the photos.
We are big believers, Sarah, in outsourcing the editing side to people who have it done overnight, and we wake up to them done. There's great software out there you can use. It's a really good habit to get into outsourcing all of that early. It's a bit harder to transfer that later if someone's starting to do that on their own. So we recommend outsourcing the editing side. And website we use is Pixelmob. I would put it in here, but it blocks me from putting it in.
I can put it.
Nice, thank you. Brian says 5'7" on a good day. But yes, this is it's a platform. It's a marketplace where you can find people, editors overseas that you can outsource the editing to for really good price. So
yeah, I would say too, like it really depends on your goal and what you're trying to build. So if you're trying to be a scalable business, finding an editor from the very beginning will be very good for you. Your time is it's better spent, trying to find more clients or, improving the way a client feels from the very second they book a shoot with you to the very end, rather than you trying to hone in your skills and trying to learn photo editing. Trying out the softwares, learning on YouTube about that, when you can be learning how to become a better business owner rather than a photo editor. That's just my take on it. That was definitely not an insult or an attack on you. But that's just what we recommend. We like to focus on like what's actually going to build the business. Is it me learning how to photo edit or video edit or any of that? Or is it me trying to get more clients and have a great business like that? Yeah, we would recommend Pixelmob. The Q&As every Thursday. They are every Thursday. I don't think we've missed one in over a year. Or it's almost going to be a year. We started them in November, Eli and I, and then...
Have I missed one yet?
I don't think so.
I was saying for the event this year, my only worry is, when it's Thursday while we're at the event, like, will it be able to happen? But we'll have to do one in person all together instead of 3 different screens. We'll be on one screen.
That would be insane. That would be really good.
That'd be cool.
Even
live in-person Q&A.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And then we can have... Oh, I just got a bunch of ideas. My head's spinning now. Hold on. I almost fell over. All right, let's get back to questions. I got distracted.
Let's see.
Oh, we only got 7 minutes left. Oh, man. I always want these to last longer. I know we got to go in 7 minutes, but all right. So we have a 7-minute speed run now. So we'll just try to see how many questions we can answer in 7 minutes. So y'all, if you already asked your question, ask it again, just so it can like bounce back up to the top. And that way we can make sure you're still here too. Like S197 says, what do I do when I've run out of people to message on Instagram? Cold calling on Zillow.
Cold calling. You can continue to follow up. You can start.
What's your city? Yeah, I imagine maybe it's just finding different ways to find more people. Maybe we're missing some people. It's really hard, I feel like, for someone to really like tap that well. But maybe you have. I could be very mistaken. But what city are you in? Is it? And I can look it up and just see like maybe we're just not finding the people there.
Also book a call with one of our team members too. They'd be happy to look over your Instagram and see that if maybe we can fix some stuff so you can get better, success rate on that. Let's see what else.
Yeah, maybe just at that point, just following up with those people. Yeah. That just kind of going back through it again, following up with all of them consistently could be another angle. You're very welcome. What's your name, by the way? It says S197. Unless that's your legal name. Then nice to meet you.
Cool.
7.
Sounds like an agent.
I kind of like it. Yeah, you're like an agent. Okay. I texted Aaron, roast my Spiro page. Let's see if Aaron.
Here's a good one. How long should a broker presentation be, and what should we say? So we recommend about 5 to 10 minutes max. We normally don't even bring a presentation or anything unless it's actually going to help you or they ask you to do it. I would do that. And then when you're talking to them, you're basically selling yourself rather than like the services that you have, because they already know that you're a real estate photographer and what you do. But you can add, things that make you different. How, you love working with agents, you represent them well, your customer service is top notch. When they send an email or a request or a text or a call, you're the one answering the phone, answering their questions, concerns, any of that. You have, we would say like we have Spiro where you can check out our real-time availability. That way you can check with your homeowners, like you don't have to wait for me to text you back and be like, yep, I'm available on Wednesday at this time. You can just check immediately. We have an awesome software, competitive pricing, packages, just sell yourself once again. Don't sell like the brand, we as a company, like, no, it's you, and they'll want to work with you. So yeah, that's what you'd say, start out with an intro, who you are, why you started doing it. What you offer. So very brief, like I do photos, but I also do videos, 3D tours. I'm a drone certified pilot. And then just start talking about like what makes you different, or like what you love about doing this. And then turn it into a Q&A. The agents love that. Just tell them like, yep, any questions that you guys have. And hopefully you'll have some clients that have worked with you in the past, and then they can vouch for you. They'll be like, yeah, I worked with Rod back in the day, or like a couple weeks ago, yesterday, whatever, it's like, I love working with him. And, other agents are going to see that and they're going to be like, cool, I should probably work with them too.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I would add in a mix of, finding out from the brokerage and finding out from a lot of them in a way prior, like what's the biggest problem they're dealing with their with the photographers they might be using. And if you can find out that information, having that part of it too as well, and just showing how you'll solve that. And sometimes it could be as simple as just solving one problem. So find the list of problems, and I would make sure that's part of everything too. That is a room of salespeople, so they know when it's good. So I would say just build it, like he said. How are we going to go above and beyond? Just being that person that they do want to work with, being kind, just being that giving personality, right? And then from there, finding out the biggest things that that they're dealing with that they don't like, and just show how you won't be doing those things in a nonchalant way. Will definitely win them over, I would say.
Yeah. So. And be excited. Sound excited. Like genuinely be excited about your business, because they're going to see that and be like, wow, this person actually loves what they're doing. I'm going to work with them. Because you wouldn't want to work with somebody who hates. Like we've all seen those people. When we go out shopping, the employee is basically angry, and you're just like, hey, dude, I didn't make you come here. I'm sorry. My presence is bugging you. It's like you want to be excited and let them be excited for you as well. Let's see.
Someone asked, is it okay to just start offering slow slicks? You see that one?
Where's that at?
Right above Eagle West Media's brokerage presentation question, that last one.
Is it this one? Oh, is it okay to start start just offering photos, your prices seems pretty low compared to USA. Maybe photos plus vertical video for Instagram Reels.
Gotta do, if you try to provide all services, but
Yeah.
if you're not able to, like, dive in, make money with doing just photos, and then buy the rest of what you need with the money you make. If that needs to be the strategy you do. So, the goal is to provide all services, but if you can't get in and go with what you can do, is usually what we'll see works best.
Don't let it hold you back. I mean, like, if you're wondering if you should start or not, like, just start. I'm a huge believer of just with whatever you have, just start. And like Rob was saying, like, yeah, if you're unable to provide the other services right now, start with photo. That's totally fine. You can become successful with that up to a point, I feel like. But after that, you're gonna have to invest in yourself, your company, and just like be able to provide the other services as well.
Aaron said, "We got Brian in. Mission successful." Oh yeah, and the link is up there too as well. And y'all, if you have other questions we didn't answer, and a lot of these questions we'll answer from just kind of what knowledge we have from the question. A lot of times it can be different per situation, per your goals, per a lot of things. So one answer might not be applicable to everybody, right? So that's always our fear, is answering a certain way that might not relate to all your businesses. So like the best thing that y'all can do to get specific answers is use that link that Kenny has. Let's put it in the comments too as well. Again, we'll spam it. I was really hoping to get roasted. Maybe, okay, now I feel bad we didn't roast Sam's. Maybe we'll make a private video and roast it. But y'all use that link, book in, ask the questions, and we can roast your page in a one-on-one call if you want, Sam. We can get an idea where you're at in the business. If you're brand new or at $40,000 or $50,000 months, we have different resources here, free and paid, that we can provide you. Right. So when you book in, we're going to get an idea of where you're at, provide whatever, assistance we can provide and support, but also just make sure you get the things here that could help you with what you feel like the business needs help with, whether you're just starting or wanting to scale your business that you already have. So basically that link, just schedule in, talk with our team. You'll schedule into either Lisa or Aaron's calendar right now. Isaac is also someone here that you could schedule into. He's on his honeymoon. So we're hoping his calendar is closed or he's going to be in trouble. So if you use that link right now, to either put you with Aaron or Lisa, who've been in here in the comments too as well. And they're quite knowledgeable with this, and they're on our support team here, and they're here to support you with whatever that looks like, whether it's coaching, whether it's free resources, whether it's just an answer to a question to help you with one little thing you're hung up on that's stopping you from the whole business. We can help you. So use that link, schedule in. We'll get an idea of where you're at and see what we can do to help. So even for the European market, yes. We have coached people all around the world. We've noticed it's different all over for market research and helping people all over. And we're really able to appeal to that. So no matter where you're at, schedule in, as well as we're very confident with working in the US and Canada, Australia, Europe, as well as the UK, of course, the UK. So there are places around the world that I would say maybe not, but we won't know until we know, right? So I would say schedule in and we can go over that with you. So, okay, Kenny, any final questions to answer or final thoughts?
Don't wait, just take action and do it. So whether it be booking a call just to even chat or starting your real estate media company now, start doing it. Don't wait.
And shout out to Sam for the big decision and moving to a new city. Yeah. And some of the two people we've seen here, not to say that everyone should do this, by the way, but the two students we've seen here that we've coached that have had the best results were people who were decided to move and go all in. Now, again, I don't want everyone to be like, oh, that's the secret, I just need to move. It just situationally was that. But Sam, I know we're joking about roasting your page, but hats off to you for again making that big old decision. Andrew, good to see you in here as well. Now, I don't want to leave. I know we got to leave, but oh man, I'm just getting started. Chiago's in here too, man. We got Chiago in here. We can't leave now. 3 more minutes.
Let's do 3 more minutes. Let's do 3 more minutes.
Rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we got a solo doing 25 to 30 grand months. MD's too. Goodness gracious, solo doing 25 to 30 grand months. My hat's off to you. What's your name, by the way? I've only known one person that was able to do that, and I'm wondering if you were the person. How do I go about scaling with employees without wasting time? Oh man, that's such a really long answer. I feel like I can just ramble on for more than 3 minutes on. How do I go about scaling with employees without wasting time? Finding the right employees, having a red flag, green flag process, and going through a lot of applicants. Most people like find 3 people and go, you come here, because you're so busy at that point. It's not a lot of time to hire properly, but really being meticulous about hiring properly, having 70 applicants and doing a group call interview and weaning it down and really filtering it down to a person that feels like they're a clone of you. And it's just finding the right person and being really it's a non-negotiable to find the right person. Even if they have a little quip about them that's like, I don't really like that, don't go with that person. They just got to be exactly in your gut the right person. So I would say my quick answer to that is that. But if you want, use that link, put up there. Put that good old link up there.
There it is.
Book in with us. Let's look at your business more, and we'll be able to give you a better answer than that if you want to book into that, and they can get you connected with us, and we can dive into your business a bit more. All right, let's see what we got. Super busy to do interviews on my own. That's what we found. It can be hard to hire once we get really busy and we get kind of stuck in that position where we kind of get stuck in there. So I would say book in with us and we can really see what we can do there. MD Studios. All right, what else we got? Is there a preferred client database system y'all like? Instagram. I guess that's out of everything we've tried, Instagram method that we always talk about, which can seemingly, people can say like, oh, it's like spamming agents. Not really. If you do it right and you do it tastefully and you do it well, it's helping them, right? So I would say Instagram is really our client database, quote unquote, unless I'm missing something here, Kenny.
No, I think that's good.
Oh, Thiago said he'll respond to my text tonight. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of texting, all right, one last question.
Let's see. Still got 66 people here. One of you, ask a good question.
Not to say those weren't good questions. Like someone asked a good question finally.
Someone just asked a question. That's it.
An app for virtual tours.
Matterport 03 Tour. Those are the ones that we use.
It's also iGuide, but it's another story.
It's another story.
Matterport's the one we recommend.
Alrighties. Well,
if I still have members area.
Shy. Next week we'll have a longer Q&A. We promise. We just got some stuff to do right now.
Make Eli come back next week too as well.
Yeah.
Kind of missed having him on here, but him having his first child, we figured we'd give him a little break. George, I see your question. We're going to reach out to you about that just so I can get an idea of what you mean by that. We'll have somebody reach out to your coach and ask them about that, and they'll be able to help you with that. You still retain access to things when we can work with you on that. But yes, again, 10 more minutes. I'm just kidding. I know we got to go. But again, y'all use that link, book in with us. I know there's a couple questions we haven't gotten to, and I apologize for that, but go ahead and book in with our team. They'll be able to answer your question. If it's more of an advanced question and they don't know it, they'll be able to ask us directly and we can get an answer to you guys. So once you book in, we'll have your info. You can text them, all that too as well. And we can get some answers to you guys. So have a good rest of your Thursday. Always good to see you guys. And I know I said it last week and I mean it again this week. These are really fun to do. And I appreciate y'all letting me be on these things to answer, to help with it and to be on them. It's really fun to do these. It is a highlight of my week. So appreciate you, Kenny, and appreciate everybody hopping into as well. So, yeah.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye, everybody.